Emily. This is Zach.
Hello.
Our fresh new podcast host, or at least fresh to you.
Fancy.
And look who's back, everyone. It's Emily. She's back from the dead.
I'm here. I'm alive, kind of.
That's all we ask.
Is that some sort of necromancy?
Not dead,
Yeah.
just insane. Wait, did anybody ever watch that SNL skit with Elizabeth Warren and where Elizabeth Warren was actually on and they were like, you did so many great things during your campaign. You like advance all these rights and whatnot. And she's like, I'm not dead. I'm just in the Senate. And like, that would never not be one of the funniest things ever.
I do love her.
Yeah.
I want that woman's energy.
Mm-hmm. She has big mom at Thanksgiving energy.
She really does. Realtors always have kind of fun mom energy, and they're always so happy to see you two.
This here is an on fire garbage can.
Could be a nursery.
Could be a nursery.
You know what? I actually enjoy the fun mom personality.
Oh, I love it.
It's one of my favorites.
Wine moms all the way. They're so much fun.
Like Amy Poehler in Mean Girls.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I'm not a regular mom.
Perfection.
I'm a cool mom.
Yeah.
I dig it. Nice to see some respect for fun mom energy.
And I just love like the mom who like tries and they just try so wrong.
Right?
Like she's a little confused, but she's got the spirit.
Beautiful. My favorite use of that was someone at like a gay pride parade, and like some right-wing news organization comes up and is like trying to like, start shit, and he puts the mic up to this guy. He goes, how many genders are there? And he goes, I don't know, I just got here.
Mood.
I mean,
Awesome.
he's a little confused, but he's got the spirit.
Yeah.
He knows how it works.
I can vibe with that.
We do love to see it. How's everyone doing on this Wednesday night?
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
Hey, welcome to Chili's.
I miss Vines so much.
Me too.
We could all just start saying Vines and she's not gonna know what we're talking about.
I'll just make a series of faces.
One of my favorite TikTokers, and I don't remember the account, which makes me sad, but it starts off as those POVs of like some dramatic scene, and it somehow every time builds up to a vine, but it starts off so dramatic and then it always ends
and then
with
you don't see it coming.
Yeah, but you don't remember, and then like all of a sudden it's, my name is Trey, I got a basketball game tomorrow.
Oh, point guard, I got 2A. Oh, man. What's everyone's favorite Vine?
Two bros chilling in a hot tub,
5
5 feet apart because they're not
Because
gay.
they're not gay.
I'm a big fan of, hi, I'm the Wicked Wiener.
What up? My name's Jared. I'm 19 and I never learned how to fucking read.
Beautiful.
Remember that time you made me do one of those put a finger down challenges for the
For
vines?
Vines, and you didn't know a single one?
Zero finger.
Mm.
Yep.
Me just sitting there.
My sorority would rent out academic building rooms to study, and we would have study hours. And every single time we would go, and somebody was like, does anybody care if I play background noise? It helps me study. And they would end up pulling up a Vine compilation, and so then it would just turn into us plugging that in on the big screen, and instead of studying, we would all just sit there and watch Vines and laugh approximately every 6 seconds.
I love that. We need to, like...
That's
we gotta
about how
start
often the
showing
punchlines
you,
drop.
like, old Vine comps and stuff. Gotta educate you.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen some. You also maybe find that, follow that Vine account on TikTok. The Daily Vines, right?
I know, and it doesn't seem to have helped.
No.
I don't know TikTok that well. Still in the Vine generation.
I don't think TikTok is quite the same as Vines. Like,
It's good.
it is good. I think TikTok is freaking hilarious, but it doesn't have quite the same quotability.
That time when there was about 6 weeks when we all thought Vine was coming back is kind of like that time over the summer where we thought we were like done with it. Like same energy.
Done with.
Yeah, we were like the wait is over. And then it wasn't.
Rip to a real one still, all these years later. Anyway, first question, which I guess is kind of topical, seeing as All Too Well, Taylor's version is a red hot topic right now. Does age matter in romantic relationships?
Can I kick us off here real quick?
Have at it, buddy.
Speaking of age and relationships, I got a text from one of my Hill Staffer friends who was like, "Oh my God, I saw Matt Gaetz like in the flesh today, and he smiled at me," and I was like, "Oh no!" So
Ugh.
I made it like that because it seemed pretty on point. So in that case, yes.
Yeah.
In the case of human trafficking people over Venmo,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I would say that definitely matters.
That's a problem. Regardless of age, I would think.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Well, no, I think the age made it human trafficking because he was paying for her to come across state lines. That's what made it or something like that. I don't know. He's gross.
Yeah.
But...
Gross either way.
Yeah, absolutely.
My philosophy is always that it has to be like a specific like percentage of your age. And I don't know what that amount is, but like when you're younger, if it's like obviously like a 14 and a 17-year-old, even though that's a 3-year difference, it's just like
yeah, no, gross.
But if it's a 33-year-old and a 36-year-old, who cares?
Yeah.
So it feel like there's a percentage of the age
I think it
that
also
it can
matters
be,
the
but I
amount
don't know
of
what
time that you've been out in the quote-unquote real world. Because, like, 2 years difference in high school is really freaking weird. 2 years difference in college, not super typical, but also not a big deal. 2 years when you're like out and like actually like living your life as part of the workforce, so like that's nothing.
Right.
I don't know. I mean the rough rule of thumb I know is like half your age plus 7. I don't know how much.
And also,
how
I saw
often
someone
that
on Twitter
applies. It
saying
also
like,
depends on...
what's a real red flag is if it's part of a pattern.
Absolutely.
That's
like
very
if
fair.
it just so like if it just so happens that over the course of someone's life, like a guy winds up like say he's like 37 or whatever, and he winds up falling in love with someone who's 29. Life's just funny like that. But if it's
especially if it's never happened before.
Yeah, but if it's like freaking like Leonardo DiCaprio refusing to date a woman older than 25, that's a problem.
Are the rules the same for both men and women?
I would say so, yeah.
There's obviously stigma around older women dating younger men or older men dating younger women. Like people view those two situations very differently.
Mm-hmm.
In general, because in general, it's like if it's like an older guy, then it's like like pound it up, But if it's the other way around, it's viewed as like weird, even if it's the exact ages just reversed.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually just thinking about what Bridget said about like the pattern, because I feel like if there is like a guy that will only date younger women, it's like, oh man, what a sleazebag or whatever. But if there's a woman who only would date younger men, it's kind of like, yeah, for you. I feel like it's more
just a milk.
Yeah, like not me personally. I'm just saying I think that's more the cultural view of it.
Yeah, I would say so.
So I think there is a bit of a different standard, at least when it comes to like the pattern of it.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Yeah, I would say as long as it's not part of a pattern and everyone is like a consenting adult and not like a baby adult, like not like someone who's like 22.
Doesn't count.
Like that's gross. Like 25 and up, if it just so happens that two people with somewhat of a sizable age difference fall in love, whatever, you know, the world is weird like that.
It also absolutely depends on the power of like each person in the relationship.
This is very true. This is very, very true.
Like if the older person, I don't know, I think about like Jake Gyllenhaal and Taylor Swift. But
I mean, we can say it. We already mentioned All Too Well.
If like the older person has kind of like that power over the younger person where they kind of control everything.
Yeah, no, that's gross.
It's gross.
Yeah, no, bad.
My last long-term relationship, he was 15 years older than I am. Which seemed weird at first, and then I kind of forgot about it, but then I was reminded of it every time he listened to music from the 70s. Because, you know, I was born in 85. Yeah, and he was born in 1970, so I wasn't even alive in the 70s, but that was like his heyday, you know? And so there's always stuff like that where I would reference things from my childhood and he didn't know what I was talking about. So I think sometimes you do miss out on that, like the commonality of experience.
Yeah.
Which seems like it's a small thing, but it did matter to me.
My parents are 12 years apart.
I think that's important. Yeah, so my boyfriend right now is 7 years older than me. But he had to take care of family and he was out of the country for a little bit. So he is now, like, he moved back to the States. He's kind of like figuring his life out again now that he's back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fresh out of college, figuring out my life. So we're in almost like the same stage of life. And so we still have those like connections.
Yeah, okay.
And so I think that it's weird if there's no commonality, but if there's something that kind of pulls it together, then it makes it somewhat more okay.
I would agree. Yeah, no, my major thing is like when someone's like, you know, barely like just now legal, or if it's part of a pattern, then it's like then it's particularly gross.
Countdowns to when celebrities turn 18.
Disgusting.
No. That's a thing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Although shout out to the Twitter account that was like, Billie Eilish has turned 18. You know what that means? Now she can operate a forklift as long as she has the proper certification.
I love it.
That is the only valid countdown. Can this person operate a forklift as long as they have the proper certification?
They did it with Natalie Portman.
Disgusting.
Yeah. And so that's why I know, like, she ended up having to, like, put on, like, this bitch persona of, like, nobody talk to me, nobody look at me, or else I'll whatever, because otherwise people would go nuts. Yeah.
Ugh, that's so gross.
Yeah. So yeah, protect young, freshly adults.
Absolutely. I think it's mostly the circumstances that matter. Because again, like, you know, my parents are 12 years apart. They met when they were, you know, both adults in the workforce.
Yeah.
And they've been married 25 years now, so.
I think there's something to be said even for when you aren't in the same place. Like, you know, in my case, with the guy that was 15 years older than I am, you know, I was a grad student at the time, like, you know, barely functioning in life as most grad students are. And he was like a person like who had his own house and had like a career. And so he was like the stability that I lacked in every other part of my life. And so we were in just completely different places. I'd never had like a quote unquote real job because I was in school until I was 27. Right? So even being in different places, as long as they're like complementary, maybe.
This is also very true.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Good thoughts. I would say good thoughts all around.
Yeah, I don't see, like, the stages thing to me is weird. And like doesn't even have so much to do with age, but it's like I could never be with somebody who has the same career. Like, I could never date another Hill staffer because it would feel like if there's a job opening or something, like it would feel like you're in constant competition with that person. I like the idea of having somebody, of being someone like who's in like like a career that's like adjacent to mine, where like our work might overlap a lot and we can collaborate on projects, but we're not going to be butting heads when it comes to actually moving forward professionally.
I think it would be really fun if I found a life partner who just had like the complete opposite career from me, or like whatever I wind up doing. Like if I'm like in like film and TV, there's some kind of crazy like, I don't know, aerospace engineer or whatever, and I don't know a word they're saying about their job, but they can tell me all day long.
Yeah,
That'd be fun.
that'd be my preference. You can teach each other stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's cute.
We stand. We
Plus, you spend all day at your job doing whatever it is you're doing. You kind of sometimes want to break from that, when you get and
Yeah.
not,
Mhm.
yeah.
Like if I'm at work until 8 because they're not going to pass, let's say, I don't know, infrastructure until 1 in the morning, I don't want to go home and be like, wasn't that crazy? I want to forget about it.
Yeah.
I don't want
Right.
to talk about it more.
Yeah, no. Tell me some things I don't know.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
counts as a seduction method, honestly.
In the academic world, like it's really common for people to meet in grad school and get married and then get jobs in the same university. So I have like all these friends from grad
Well,
school
that's kind of
that
sweet,
like they
though.
collaborate on research together and they go to conferences together and they talk about their work all the time, and I'm like, I would lose my mind.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
That's
I
like
don't they
that's a thing
make
I would
some
like to
money.
see in like a TV couple that I'm really into. Like I see that like from the outside and I'm like, "Oh, that's so sweet," but it probably would drive me nuts if I was like working with if I like was like with someone who like did the exact same thing that I do and that was like all we could talk about.
I
Okay.
absolutely would have to set the boundary of like, all right, starting at 8 p.m. on, no,
Yeah.
we're done. You're done.
We're both done.
Like, I like the ability of being able to collaborate on things if we want to,
Yeah.
but also not being in the exact same field. If I'm doing foreign policy work in the house and somebody is working on like a health project somewhere else in the world, we can collaborate on that. Like
Mm.
there's absolutely room to put ideas together. But if it's like I'm a staffer and you're a staffer, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's a lot.
I can definitely see that being a bit much.
Especially because people on the Hill are very ambitious.
Mm-hmm.
Like, like for better or for worse.
Yeah.
Like people are like stuff moves very fast on the Hill because people move up and move out very quickly. And like, I don't know. Those are two people that's hard can be hard to keep in the same room.
Yeah.
One of my friends is a hill staffer, and that job terrifies me. Like, I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
get
know
It's
how
a
you're
lot.
alive, dude.
don't understand a thing about it, but I'm like, yeah, you got it.
Wait, do you know anything about like what office they're in? Because now I'm curious.
No idea.
Okay. I
Although, drawing it back to the age thing, unless you would like to finish your thought there, Zach.
no. You're good. We definitely veered pretty far off age.
Oh, it's fine. No, I just thought like
But
I was just thinking about how like the kind of perception of like age differences, like depending on who's older in like cishet relationships. I hate that like I like I'm on my dating apps. I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm lonely and I don't know how else to meet people in mid pandemic. Um but I have my age range on dating apps set so that it's like I can see people that are 2 years younger than me and I can see people that are 2 years older than me. And I feel like a cougar if I swipe on someone who's 22 and I'm 23. But when a guy is like 1 or 2 years older than me, I'm like, yeah, this is fine. Like, this is totally cool. I'm like, I hate that's in my that's in my head.
there is a weird cultural norm where like the guy is supposed to be older.
Yeah, like supposed to
Yes,
be older, and I'm like, I
absolutely.
hate
Yeah.
that this is a thing that I am conscious of when I'm like again, I shouldn't feel weird swiping on a guy that's 22.
Yeah.
Like that's ridiculous.
it's even like I'm in my 30s and I briefly dated a guy recently that was like 2 years younger than I am, and I kept referring to myself as a cradle robber.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, you're a baby.
It's like, oh my god, he's 2 years younger than I am.
Right.
And it's like, dude.
Yeah, like that's nothing. Like in actual like real world adult terms, that's literally nothing. That's like only weird when you're in high school.
I have literally never dated anybody who was younger than me. Oh, no, that's a lie. One time in 7th grade, I dated a boy who was 1 month younger than me, and that was as low as I would go.
There we
My high school
go.
boyfriend was 2 years older than I am.
Hmm?
My high school boyfriend was 2 years older. It wasn't weird.
I feel it. I don't know. There was one girl I knew in high school. She was like a senior, and she would be like dating freshmen, and I'm like,
Well, that's 3 years.
I mean, yeah, but I was also like that. Like that's a child.
I feel like if it's a high school senior dating a high school sophomore, like weird, but whatever. But if it's like a college freshman dating a high school junior, that's where like once you start switching, like
Yeah, it's
That
weird.
is super weird.
Yeah.
And again,
Yeah.
college
senior
students
dating a
shouldn't be dating
freshman, I
high
was
school
like,
students.
that's a child.
Oh, the other thing that would happen at my high school, which is disgusting, is that within like the first 2 months of the school year starting, the senior sports boys would all be dating freshman girls. I'm like, oh, those are children.
Yeah,
That's a baby.
those are
Who
children.
literally just got to the high school.
Yeah.
That's
No.
gross.
Yeah, it was disgusting. I hated it.
Wait, can I say one more thing about this? Because college students should not be dating high school students.
Absolutely not.
Now, I don't know who needs to hear this, but members of Congress should not be dating high school students either.
Listen to the
For
man.
anybody who might need to hear that, putting
High
it
school
out there.
teachers should not be dating their recently graduated students.
Disgusting.
Big no.
Nope.
There
Even
are
the
a
like
few.
professors dating their students, like
Yeah,
that's
mm-mm.
super gross. Even
No.
if they're like actual like adult grad students, don't care. It's nasty. Don't do it.
Well, it's funny too. Like I was working in a high school, and I'm only 23, but I'm around these high schoolers. And I'm like, children. That's the child.
Yeah, like that's a child.
I'm looking at a child.
Yeah, because you don't like. I mean, like you're obviously not like a full fledged. Like you don't quite feel like a child when you're in high school. You're like, I know I'm not quite an adult yet, but I don't feel like a little kid either. But then, like, as soon as you like are out of high school and you go back, you're like, these are children.
Yeah, I am in the phase of my life right now. It's the good old early 20s phase where I'm around adults and I'm like, oh, I'm a child.
Yeah,
And then
I'm
I go
baby.
around teenagers and I'm like, oh no, I'm an adult.
Although,
Realizing that technically you do count as adult supervision.
Oh my god, terrifying.
Yeah, what? Even though I should still be supervised most of the time.
that's just like a slightly bigger child.
Yeah.
That's like getting a horse to watch your dog.
This semester I was left in charge several times of groups of 25, 13-year-olds. And I was like, hello?
13-year-olds are the meanest people in the world.
The high waisted man, he has feminine hips.
He got them. They're like, no, that's the thing I'm sensitive about. A lot of John Mulaney this episode. Good, love to see it.
Love some
Weirdest
John.
situations I've ever been in is the first class I ever taught was my first year as a master's student. So I had just started grad school and they like, here, teach this class. And one of the students in it was the boyfriend of one of my fellow grad students. Because she had graduated from Ohio State like as an undergrad and then started the master's program. So she was only a year older than he was, but she had gone up to the graduate program while he was still an undergrad and I was teaching him. And I have never felt so uncomfortable.
Mm-mm.
They're only a year apart, but like they're
still.
doing
Yeah, no, that's a
it.
big.
It's so weird.
I pretend I do not see it.
That's what happens when you teach college at 22. Like it doesn't make sense.
Oh,
Yeah, no, thank you.
No.
No.
Like, oh, you finished your bachelor's like a few months ago, right? Here, teach this class.
Right?
That's what they do to you.
That doesn't feel right.
Yep, that's what they do.
Actually, not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind teaching in class at some point. That sounds like fun.
No,
Depending on
I like was technically in charge of a class for like a minute, and I hated it. I hated every second of it.
all those eyes looking at you.
It's bad. I hate it so much. It was not fun at all.
I imagine you think that.
Well, college
I-
isn't as bad because like they're paying for it. There's at least part of them that wants to be there.
This is true.
That's
It could
very
be a
fun.
very small part, but even if it's the part that's like I paid $100 for this class specifically, I'm gonna be here.
More often it's my parents want me to be here or society wants me to be here. Not so much
That
that they
too.
personally do, but yeah.
That too. Would we like to move on?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I believe this is one that you provided, Brooksy.
Sorry, I don't know why I'm laughing like I haven't seen it before.
I mean, it is funny. How many towels should you own?
Love this question.
The fact that you're already laughing makes me think that you have strong opinions. And also, Emily, your expression, I know you have things to say. Have at
I have
it,
so many
ladies.
opinions about everything.
Go for it.
I'm gonna go with, for me personally, if it was just me,
Mm-hmm.
I want 5 towels.
What?
Because, okay, so I will use a towel twice before I wash it because reduce, reuse, recycle, lower your water intake, save the world. So I will use a towel twice. And then that way I only have to do laundry every 2 weeks.
I use a towel way more often than that. Maybe I'm gross.
Me too. No, I was thinking it was just me until Bridget said that.
Yeah, no. Maybe I'm nasty.
My cat also will use my towels though.
Okay.
So she like
Okay.
will rub all up on them and like get
when
in
you
there.
put it like
so
that. But
they end
generally,
up too much covered in cat hair that the cat hair just sticks to my wet body and I'm like, oh, gotta wash this.
Bad. Okay, yeah, no. That I do understand. But yeah, like, I mean, obviously, wash the towel, don't be disgusting. But also, like, the towel is only ever coming into contact with me when I am the cleanest that I
What I'm
am.
thinking.
So, like,
And
Like,
as
huh?
long as you hang it up properly so that it doesn't get all mildewy, you're fine.
Yeah, I think 5 is too many. When I moved out for college, I had 3.
I think we need a clarifying. So when we're talking towels, are we talking just bath towels?
Yes, bath towels.
Okay.
Bath
So we're not
towels.
doing like hand towels and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I had 3 bath towels and 1 hand towel.
I have a towel specifically for Echo that is like Echo's towel. And when we come
Oh,
in
yeah,
after
I
it's
mean, like,
raining
I
and
have
muddy,
I have
he
a
has
hair
her
dye towel.
Yeah. The first thing I thought of when I saw this is the episode of Friends when they're doing the trivia questions about each other, and the question is, how many types of towels does Monica have? I don't know if anybody has seen that because it's a very specific episode,
I have not.
but they're trying to like name them off during the rapid fire round. They're like, fancy guest, fancy guest, and then turns out to be like 11. But
Yeah,
Jeez.
no, Friends is one
I
of those
was
shows
like,
where, like,
that's-
I know enough about it just because my sister is a big fan, and also, like, you know, kind of just knowing
Yeah.
about it culturally, but I've never sat down and
Yeah.
watched every single episode, and at this point, I don't think I need to.
Okay. I know, like, my best friend and I could probably quote all the seasons, like, verbatim,
I love that
every
for you.
episode. And so that's the
Wild.
first thing I thought when I saw that. But I figured it was a shot in the dark if anybody else knew the reference. But,
Yeah, no, I think 3 is fine.
Not enough. Then you just have to do laundry. Who does laundry? Not me.
Well, I mean, I would hope you do at some point.
I mean, like, eventually, but, like, laundry is one of my least favorite chores.
Oh, see, I don't really mind it all that much.
Oh, I hate it.
well, okay, so here's the other thing is, like, are you using more than one towel at once? Because I feel like that definitely plays into
I used
Yeah,
the
to.
equation.
I'm only ever
I
using
Oh,
used
yeah,
to.
one.
body towel and then the hair towel. Because I have
Yeah.
so much hair.
I have,
Same.
yeah, I have a towel that goes on my waist, I have a towel that goes on my shoulders, brush my teeth, all that, and then
I just use one towel.
I have a lot of surface area.
Yeah, you gotta wrap up the long hair, or it will just drip endlessly.
Yeah.
And just,
Yeah, no, that's not a problem I have.
yeah. Like, you'll just keep drying off your body, and it'll just keep getting wet because your hair will just keep dripping. So you gotta have a hair towel.
I showered 3.5 hours ago and my hair is still wet.
Bruh. That's a bit much.
But
Yeah,
see,
no.
that's... I have a very clear rotation because I use 2 towels at a time, so I have 2 sets of them. And I wash my towels once a week so that while, one goes in the hamper to be washed, I can get out the other set that's fresh and ready to go. So then I
Seems
just
like a good
rotate my
system.
set.
You just have a discipline that I need in my life.
This is a sign that I am tired when I can't stop my gestures.
I love that for you. Yeah, no, as a person who only uses 1 towel at once, I feel like 3 is good. It keeps the rotation going, and I always have, like, 1 or 2, like, ready to be swapped in at any given time.
Wait. Hey, Brooks, so does that mean you have 4, or does that mean you just have 4 on rotation?
Well, I mean, so I also, I'm at a point in my life where I have bought towels on multiple occasions, because I've like, redone the bathroom in terms of like shower curtain and decoration, right? So I buy towels. And I never get rid of the old ones because they could come in handy, for hair dye towels or
Yeah.
for guests or whatever. So I don't actually know how many towels I own. If that's the
I
question.
don't either.
There's a lot.
Okay, well, if you had none, how many do you think if you're starting with none, how many do you think an average person needs? I'm gonna say 3.
I mean, to me, 4. I mean, you want to have extra in case of guests too.
See, I'm sort of in the same boat. I don't actually know how many towels I have. I know I've bought towels since I came here, but I also came here with towels.
I mean,
But-
when I'm living at home, there's definitely way more than 3. We have changed our bathroom color scheme enough
Yeah.
times for that to happen.
I just know I always have 2 in the bathroom, and then there is usually some amount either in the wash or in the closet for, in my case, not really hair dye, but when I have company, and I don't know how many I have, but I know I always have 2 like on hand. Just including bath towels, not like hand towels or washcloths or anything like that.
I have more washcloths than I know what to do with. Because just every time, so like each time I would move into my dorm for the year, my mom would be like, I bought you a pack of washcloths. And then when I moved into my apartment, she was like, I bought you
Here you
this
go.
10-pack of washcloths. So I have so many, and I just I don't want to throw them out, but I don't know what to do with them. So I think I have like 25 washcloths just chilling in my cupboard at this point, and I use maybe 3 before I wash them.
Yeah, no, my current washcloth is one of those like expandable ones that you get at the dollar store, and it's Batman.
Love those.
I have never used a washcloth in my life. What do people use this
What?
for?
Wait, really?
Huh?
Or might have when I was a child, but I don't remember.
Well, my favorite thing for a washcloth is I put my face mask on, like when I have like the liquid face mask, and then the first thing I do is I get my washcloth under really hot water, and then I just plop it on my face and just let it sit there.
Nice.
Oh my god, it's amazing. It's the best thing in the world. If you've never done it, you need to do it right now.
I will definitely. That is what puts the soap on my body in the shower.
I use like a loofah.
The
okay.
plastic, not environmentally friendly.
I use my hand.
Valid.
I just
Like exfoliating.
You get a little exfoliation from a washcloth.
Not as much.
Whatever.
Plus, it gets a really good lather. I feel like you can't get a good lather with a washcloth.
I get it. I mean, okay, I've never used a loofah, so I can't say, but I feel like
You know what gets a really good lather? Your hand. You just give them a good rub.
Yeah, no.
Wait, but how often do you switch out your washcloth?
Usually with the towels.
Yeah.
Everything goes out, everything goes in.
Interesting.
Toss it all in the hamper.
My washcloths are always one and done because it's either to take off a face mask or to get off my makeup.
That's valid. I have one of those, like,
Yeah.
It's not actually. It's not. I mean, it's kind of a washcloth, but it's not marketed as one. It's like one of those like microfiber makeup cloths that gets washed a lot. I mean, I don't wear makeup every day, so like sometimes I can like, you know, if I just like use one corner to like take off a little bit of eyeshadow, I can let her sit. But I don't.
I
use it all
also
that
do
often.
have a specific eyeliner washcloth that's only for removing my eyeliner because it stains it.
Okay,
And so
valid.
I just have this washcloth with just black streaks all over it.
Yeah, one time I used a washcloth to take off a clay face mask, and it was never the same.
Yep.
I have this, what my family thinks is a weird quirk, I think, where, I mean, it's technically a hand towel. I was referred to it as my face towel, but like when I just wash my face, I dry it with that specific towel because I've sometimes, you know, try to dry my face on like my regular bath towel and then I get like mascara on it. So I
Yeah.
always have like a separate, this is just my face drying towel. It's used for nothing else.
Not a bad thing to have.
Do you guys know like the decorative towels for like seasonal decorations that you like put on the oven?
Oh yeah, Kathy Kelly has a lot of those.
But like they're just for decoration.
Yeah.
I remember I was over at my sister's house one time and her husband was cooking and he went to go like wipe his
Ooh.
hands. He like reached for the decorative towel and it was Easter time, so it's this white towel with all these pastel eggs on it. And my sister goes, "No, this towel is for nothing. Don't touch it. It is for nothing." And I think it's important to have at least one towel that's for nothing.
Oh yeah, no, we have plenty of decorative towels in my house. But that might just be like a
Definitely.
mom thing.
I have 2 in my apartment currently.
I personally don't have any. But I don't know, perhaps that will change. I love a good novelty
I love a good decorative
item.
towel.
There are some really good ones, like, you know, that have like foul language on them and
Oh,
stuff.
I love those ones.
Yeah. I've definitely seen ones that I like, but I don't know, the idea of having a towel there that I can't use would bother me, so I've just never gotten them.
Rip.
At the Dollar General where I work, well, not the one specifically where I work, at like all of them,
Mhm.
they sent out a memo for a recall because they had decorative towels out for the holiday season and they were meant to say "bless this home,"
Did they
but
say,
instead
"Bless
they
this
said
hoe"?
"bless this homo." And I was like, I need to find those so I can buy every single one.
I love
Tell me
that
about
so
eBay.
much.
Like, I need all of those right now, please.
I thought I knew where that was going. I was wrong.
I thought it was like, all right, which letter is missing?
Yeah, essentially.
Bless this homo.
That's fantastic. I love it.
I
That's
got a friend of mine a set of like those towels for Christmas. It was 2 of them, and the first one said "fuck Ted Cruz," and the second one
Beautiful.
said "and Josh Hawley too." So
So, like you have to put them side by side.
yeah.
I love that. My
That's cute.
Mhm.
ex-boyfriend, he got an oven mitt for Christmas one year that just said, "I'll feed all you fuckers" on it. I liked that. That was a solid piece of kitchenware.
I still need to
think-
get a good oven mitt.
I love the funny ones. Just bring a little bit of humor wherever you can. Okay, would we like to move on to the chart that I'm really excited for?
Yes,
I hope everyone has things to say, because I sure do.
I'm ready.
Hell yeah. You know what? Let me stream it for y'all, because I will be filling it out.
I don't think I fully understood it, but
That's okay. We'll get there.
I am going. Yeah.
Hold on. Oh, there we go.
We'll give examples.
Share your screen.
Okay.
Wait, no, that's not it. Sorry, I don't know why this is taking me as long as it is. Okay, can we see it?
Doesn't sound.
Wait, if I hit watch
see it.
stream,
Yes, watch stream.
watch stream.
I just see it.
Okay.
We good friends?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, basically, this is an alignment chart for fictional male characters, and I have the link to like where I found this that has the actual title. I just downloaded the image. So yeah, think of a fictional male character, and we plot them on the chart.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Would
Ooh,
anyone like to
okay.
start, or should I embarrass myself by going first with my like backlog of fictional male characters?
I still can't see it for some reason. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Did you click watch stream?
Yes. And it just shows us.
So we're getting some echo.
How about now?
Sort of a Russian doll situation going.
Yeah.
Can y'all not see it?
Nope. Lots of echoing too.
Hold on.
Oh, if it's echoing, you have to mute the stream. So if you click on it, there should be an option to, like, for a microphone that you can mute it.
1 second. Let's try this again. How about now?
Hey.
Beautiful. Okay, sorry. I just clicked the wrong thing. It was not sensing that I had multiple windows open. Moving right along. Would anyone like to start?
Okay. All my characters are probably going to be like, not obscure, but maybe a little outdated.
That's fine.
Does anybody know
Mine
the
are going to be real
characters?
weird too.
Okay. Anybody know Cheers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because slight little bit show. I feel like Sam Malone definitely has a place on this graph chart.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Where? Where do we think?
So that's a good question. Because, like, he is not a one-dimensional character, but he is, like, a player.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like more somewhere between I could fix him, but also, like, Stinky Bastard Man.
Okay.
The upper right quadrant.
Yeah.
He goes up there.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get more complex than I could fix, than like just the quadrants, not like exact points like within the graph.
Oh, I have a very bottom right corner.
Do tell.
If you're interested.
Hit me with it.
The male hormone monster from Big Mouth.
Oh, what's his name? Maury.
Maury. Absolute bottom right corner.
Yep.
Absolute bastard man, but I could absolutely make him worse.
Oh, I could 100% make him worse. You know who I think, this is hyper specific to me, you know who I think is, Stinky Bastard Man, I could make him worse? Deacon from What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh my God.
I could 100% make him worse.
Aww.
I could make him so
Oh my
much
God,
worse.
wait. Okay, speaking of characters, did you guys see the clip? Wait, I think I sent this to Bridget. Oh, no, wait. Either I sent this to Bridget or Bridget sent it to me.
Mm-hmm.
But the clip of that guy on Laura Ingraham trying to tell her about the show You, and for the life of her, she could not understand what was happening.
I do love that so very much.
That's so good.
Either way,
Bridget, you're not doing Comic Sans.
that
Okay.
that character should go on here somewhere.
I couldn't breathe.
I'm just trying to make them all a little smaller. Or like slightly more compact font. So that we don't run out of space. So that we don't get too big too fast and run out of room.
That's fair.
Oh my God, wait, I have one.
Hit me with it.
I'm just trying to figure out where he would go, but George Costanza.
I can
Oh
think
my
of
God.
a poor little Meow Meow I could fix him. Because I've been
He's
playing a lot
definitely
of
poor
Portal
little
2
Meow Meow.
recently.
Oh, Bridget.
Wheatley. Wheatley is poor little Meow Meow and I could fix him. Stop laughing at me. No, I don't want the text shadow, damn it. Anyway. I can type. Yeah, no. Poor little Meow Meow, and I could 100% fix him.
I'm gonna go bottom left.
Bottom
A
left.
poor little Meow Meow, but I could definitely make him worse. Luigi from the Mario Brothers.
Okay.
I feel bad for him because he does not get any of the credit. Like, Mario gets everything. He's a poor little Meow Meow. But, like, oh my god, I could ruin him.
Okay.
He's not Italian anymore.
He's just normal. Brooks, what is your contribution? You have to make at least one.
I told you the other day what it is.
Huh?
I told you the other day.
No, you didn't.
I did. I told you, Fox Mulder.
Okay, poor little Meow Meow, I could definitely make him worse because I would encourage his alien bullshit.
That was what I was thinking. I was staring at it and trying to decide, but that's what I was leaning toward.
I could definitely make him worse. Moving along. Yeah, no, I could make him so much worse. I think I have a character for perfect center. Dale Cooper.
I don't know who that is.
Twin Peaks.
I'll admit it.
No, I don't.
Okay. I was about to say, I'm not ashamed to admit it.
I would put him
Okay.
slightly more toward the poor little Meow Meow than the Stinky Bastard Man.
Okay, valid, but dead center of I could fix him and I could make him worse because he's perfect.
Yeah, that I can buy.
Sweet. Getting real annoyed having to change these text settings, but that's fine. Oh, maybe I should leave that one in impact because for reading purpose. I'll fix it later. Yeah, no. He does not need fixing, and he's too good for me to make worse.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we need more in I could fix him, Stinky Actually, I have one, and y'all are gonna judge me for it. Beetlejuice, but the Broadway version.
Oh my word.
I could
You're
fix
right,
him.
I am gonna judge you for it.
I can fix him.
Please do not try.
You can't stop me.
Please don't.
It's been typed out. It's happening. I'm not sorry. I can fix him. What else have we got, friends?
I had so many thoughts and plans, and then I forget. I should have written them down.
I'm sorry.
You were just talking about the show You, which is making me think about Joe Goldberg now. Which I feel like, I mean, he's very clearly Stinky Bastard Man because he murdered.
Yeah.
Valid.
But I don't think you could fix him or make him any worse.
No, I
Because
feel like
he's-
he just kind of is there.
We can put him
So he's
on the
the
same
Dale Cooper
axis
of-
as Dale
Yeah.
Cooper, but
That's what I'm thinking, because
All
I'm
the way
sort
to-
of
He's just
seeing
there
it
being
now.
a stinky bastard man.
what's his
So I
name?
think he
Joe.
Goldberg.
Okay. I need more. We need someone else in Poor Little Meow Meow. I could fix him.
Okay, I have one.
Yeah, go.
Hit me with him.
Charlie Kelly
From
from It's Always Sunny.
Yes.
I like it.
Up there.
I mean, okay, I feel like all the characters from that show are sort of lost causes, but he's definitely on the.
But he's closer to being fixed. Like he's
Yes.
one of the most
Yes.
fixable.
Yes. Yeah, no, that's kind of why he came to mind. It's like if anybody could be like,
if anyone could be fixed, it's him.
rehabilitated. Yeah.
I was gonna say Wesley from The Princess Bride. Because he is like the ultimate poor little meow meow, and I just want to like.
Does he need fixing though?
I mean, like, kind of, because like I feel like that had to be traumatic. All of his being the Dread Pirate Roberts and everything that he had to go through.
This is very true.
And I could heal him.
Okay. But also, you have lost all right to judge me for putting Wheatley in poor little meow meow. I could fix him.
I think if there is a perfect center to this,
Do tell.
it's Josh Lyman. Josh Lyman from West Wing.
I did not watch The West Wing, but interesting.
Because on the one hand, yeah, right? Like, I feel like he is the perfect medium of, like, okay, can you really fix him if he gets somebody elected president? But also he's, like, responding to people on a chat forum who are, like, fans of his, but also, like, I don't know. There's just so much that can swing either way. I feel like he's, like, right in the center of the act.
I'm happy to put him there.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name?
His name is Josh Lyman.
Cool. Lyman.
Sorry, I should have specified
I was
that.
just laughing because it looked like lemon for a second, and that just for some reason.
Well,
Lemons.
Lyman, the name of his internet fan group from the 90s.
Nice.
I'm also gonna argue that towards the center, would be Ben Gates from National Treasure.
Okay.
Because like he stole the Declaration of Independence.
He did steal the Declaration of Independence.
Did it for a good reason. For a little meow.
He has the president.
Right. He kidnapped the president, but like for good reason. And then like he broke all these laws, but then he found a treasure and donated it to these museums. And like I don't know that he really needs fixing, but I'm not sure that he like I don't really know that I could make him worse because he's a good guy.
So what are we thinking? Here?
No, honestly, like if it didn't look messy, putting them right on top of each other. But obviously, like,
how do we? Well, here, hold on. Make that a little smaller.
Here's the other thing. I feel like it wouldn't. I feel like you can make him worse because it would not take much to get him to go hunt more treasure. Like,
yeah,
you could just be like,
we could make him a little bit worse.
Piece of pottery, and he's like, "Let's go," and then.
Does this seem fair to everyone?
Yeah. What an absolutely elaborate way to just prank that man on the daily. If I was married to him, I would be like, "Oh my God, look, I found this thing. Let's go," and then we would go on this elaborate adventure. And it would end up being a Rickroll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Stinky Bastard Man, who I could absolutely make worse. Elias Bouchard. From the Magnus Archives.
Hate him.
I could definitely make him worse.
Shoot, now I want to go out in my living room and look at all my movies and see what.
Go for it.
Wait, like, can I?
Be my guest.
No, it's okay. I can recall most of them.
A Stinky Bastard Man that I could fix.
Yes.
O'Connell from The Mummy.
Yes. I could totally fix him.
Like, he's a mess. He's a mess.
But he's a mess that we love. I could definitely fix him. I mean, hell, like, Evie pretty much fixes him by the end of the movie.
Right.
Wait, we still have to put George Costanza in Poor Little Meow Meow that you could fix.
Okay.
I feel like we need one more little meow meow that we could make worse.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I gotta add this one first. Oh, I just thought of another for poor little meow meow. I could fix him, and this is like a classic. Loki.
Yes, absolutely.
I could fix him.
I could fix him. I will fix him or die trying.
Right? Oh, man. Throwback to friggin' 12th grade. What a time that was. Yeah, no, I could fix him. Kinda easily, in my opinion.
Not to do a good old throwback to, like, my middle school cringe phase.
I want to hear it. The fact that you said middle school cringe face.
BBC's Sherlock Holmes goes in the middle, but I can make him worse.
Yeah, I can definitely make him
Yeah.
worse.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if that's a cringe face, and I haven't gotten out of it because I still love Sherlock.
Me too.
I think it's so good. It's really well done.
It
Yeah.
is.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
I could easily make him worse.
okay. Speaking of poor little meow meows, you can make worse. Burton Guster from Psych.
I'm gonna need you to spell that for me.
It's well, okay. It's Burton and then Guster, Guster.
Okay, cool. So my potential guess would have been right, but I just wanted to be sure. 'Cause
My
I already-
I'm glad
Yeah.
somebody got that.
That's a good choice.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like one of my favorite characters of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen every episode of that show so many times. I
Oh
love
my
it.
god, no, it's literally my comfort show. I watched it through more than once, and now it just goes on as background noise.
I like
Yeah,
that.
it's just funny every time.
Oh my god. Stinky Bastard Man, I could fix him. Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Stinky Bastard Man, but I could fix him.
I love him.
He's my favorite.
And this is just proving our point. You could fix him.
I could fix him.
I know. I just want to keep I'm having so much fun with this.
I know.
Who else? Who else could I fix or make worse? And then it's just a matter of where they fall on either end. I'm like looking at my books and movies as I'm doing this.
I'm trying to see if we have gaps, and I have one, but I think probably nobody else is gonna get the reference. Does that matter?
And, I mean, I'm here referencing Elias Bouchard, so
But I know who that is.
I'm here referencing video games. Please continue.
Dirk Gently. From Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency.
Oh, I know this show. I just don't know it super well. So I will defer to your.
I have the book series. Well, it was only 2 books, but still, it's a
Hell yeah.
series.
Yes.
One of my favorite shows of all time. They only did 2 seasons, unfortunately.
I've heard good things. I just haven't watched it yet. Where are we
Yeah.
putting
I
him?
would put him dead center between Bastard Man and Meow Meow, but I could fix him.
Okay, I like that.
Okay, I have another poor little meow meow, but I don't know which direction he goes.
All right.
Vertically. Spencer Reed from Criminal Minds.
I haven't watched.
I'm gonna say that I could make him worse.
I feel like I could too, but there's like one too many examples where he like holds his ground, and
I
like I
know.
feel like it would be hard to move him, but he
Maybe he
definitely
goes, like,
falls on the left,
Just
like
under.
just on yes,
Yeah. Like, I can make him worse if I try really, really, really hard.
yeah.
What do we think? Does that look good?
Yeah.
That looks good.
Who is another stinky bastard man that I could make worse? Because we really only have 2. Like, we only have 3. Like, actually in that quadrant.
Oh, Voldemort. Stinky Bastard Man, but I feel like I could absolutely make him worse.
Whomst?
Lord Voldemort from Harry Potter.
He must not be named.
Yeah.
I hope you mean Tom Riddle.
So,
No, put some respect in his name. Thank you very much.
I feel like if I just showed Voldemort a copy of The Prince, like, he could be so much more evil.
Actually, yeah.
Like, I could make him worse within 2 seconds.
Yeah. It's like, here, take all of this, like, muggle game theory that you didn't learn about because you never made it past the 5th grade in the real world school, and go do
Here's
evil
a
shit.
gun.
Yeah, right. You have 2 hands. You only need 1 for a wand.
Yeah, here's a gun.
That's so funny.
I want another stinky
Harry
bastard man
Potters
that I
love
could
trying to
make
stop a
worse,
gun.
but in a lovable way.
Wait, who are we looking for?
I said, I want another stinky bastard man that I could make worse, but in a lovable way.
Well, if Charlie Kelly is fix him, all the other characters from It's Always Sunny you can make worse.
I also kind of want
But
another
that's like a whole
stinky
cast.
bastard man that I could fix.
What are like shows that I like?
I know, right? And now I'm here just like, I've never liked a thing in my life, even though I was so excited to fill out this chart because I was like, every character that every male character I've ever simped for, I was just like, here's where this guy fits, here's where this guy fits, here's where this guy fits, and now I'm just like, what's a character?
I could make Doug Stamper worse. I could make a stinky bastard man Doug Stamper much worse.
What is he from?
Actually, maybe I can make him better. I don't know. He's from House of Cards. He's Frank Underwood's chief of staff.
I have not watched House of Cards.
But now I don't know if I could.
Any
I
inspiration
don't know if I can make him better or worse.
from my bookshelf?
He's definitely stinky bastard.
I like it. Will Graham from Hannibal. I can't decide if he's Stinky Bastard Man or Poor Little Meow Meow.
I feel like he's in between.
Yeah.
I also can't decide if I could fix him or make him worse. Because he's definitely not in the middle. Like, he's definitely not in the middle. He's too unstable.
Fix him.
Yeah, okay, I could fix him.
Oh.
Yes?
Poor Little Meow Meow that I could fix. Charles from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh my god, absolutely. Aww.
Adorable.
What was that Poor Little Meow Meow that we could fix?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I make this bigger?
Oh.
I'm too excited.
Okay. It's all coming to me. I have another one for when we're ready.
Yes, go at it. But what was the name I'm adding?
Charles from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I don't actually know his last name.
Okay, I'm just gonna...
Boyle.
I'm just gonna...
Boyle. Thank you. I was blanking on it. Charles Boyle. And then Stinky Bastard Man that I could make worse. Dr. Kelso.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Like,
Yeah. It could be much worse.
Wait, I'm sorry. Who? Doctor?
From
Dr.
Scrubs.
Kelso from Scrubs.
Also, Dr. Cox from Scrubs.
I love Dr. Cox. He's probably my favorite character on that show.
Wait, are we fixing him or making
But
him
he
worse?
was a bastard. And you
Oh,
could make him.
he absolutely is. But, like,
What are we doing with Dr. Kelso?
you can make him worse.
Make
So
him
much worse.
Poor Little Meow Meow or Bastard Man?
Oh, no, Stinky Bastard Man.
Love it.
Has anybody here watched Nip Tuck?
I have not.
Oh my god. That's your homework. Watch Nip Tuck. It's on Hulu.
Okay. Who's the Poor Little Meow Meow that I could make worse?
Oh,
Doctor Who.
I have a
I was
Poor Little
gonna
Meow
say
Meow
the
we could
10th
make worse.
Doctor.
The 10th Doctor
Poor
is a
Little
Poor
Meow
Little
Meow.
Meow Meow.
Absolutely. I can make the
I can
10th
make him
Doctor worse.
so much worse. Frankly, you could fill out this chart with just different incarnations of the Doctor, except for the most recent.
Okay, I have a poor little meow you can make worse.
One moment, please.
Yeah.
Okay. Continue.
Josh Hickles from Jake and Josh.
You could. You really could. I'm just guessing how this is spelled.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it.
Good enough. Yeah, you could definitely make him worse. Drake and Josh, what a great show that was.
Plankton is a stinky bastard man, but I really think I could fix him.
Interesting choice, but okay. Zach, are you
Really
all
think I
right?
could. Listen, like, just give that man a Krabby Patty, and then he'll be like, well, what do I do now? And then you're like, go to therapy.
Yeah, actually, I think his whole plan would crumble as soon as he succeeds. You're completely right.
Yeah, and then he would need fixing, and I could do that.
I like that. Do we think this is as complete as we can get it?
I feel like we could be here all night. But...
We could be here all night. And also, I was gonna
Given
say...
the size, it does look pretty full.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say that I don't have this listed, but since we're here and since I'm loving the energy in this room, would we like to play Smash or Pass?
I can do a quick round or two.
I dig it. Okay. Would anyone like to start, or am I just going to embarrass myself?
I think that we should just pick characters from this.
We should pick... Okay. And if they aren't a human person, maybe, like, voice actor?
I mean, there aren't very... I don't know that there are very many that aren't.
Well, I mean, we definitely have a robot on here.
We could just skip the non-humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them on there, so a lot of names.
Okay.
And it's an awful lot of names to go through.
This is true. Okay. Does anyone...
We'll
would anyone
pick out some good ones. Pick out... Everybody pick your two favorites.
Okay, I got him. Well, one of my favorites has already been done, so that we're putting that aside.
Which one?
Dale Cooper.
Okay.
She knows me too well. Okay. Drag that off here.
I would like to throw out Spike.
Oh, absolutely smash.
Yeah.
I gotta look this guy up. Hold on.
Oh, over and over. It's James Marsters.
Yeah.
If you know, like.
I'm just Googling Spike Buffy.
Much more in some of the later seasons where his hair's not super long and slicked back, but more just like...
Yeah.
You know, texture to it.
I don't know if he does it for me.
Oh. You gotta watch Buffy.
Yeah, you gotta...
And then you'll understand.
Yeah, and his total bastard nature. It's very hot.
Okay, I'm gonna say
The
without
personality
context.
just does
Without
it.
context, I'm gonna say pass. I'm very sorry.
Yeah, I think if you watch the show, that would definitely change your mind.
I agree.
All right. Zach.
Okay.
I was gonna say answer for Spike, unless you are not comfortable answering. In that case, you don't have to.
Oh no! Wait. Okay. Well, let me look him up because I actually don't know anything about the show or what he looks like.
Oh my goodness.
Like from
Buffy.
The Vampire Slayer.
Okay, let me see. Not really my type.
Yeah, I'm gonna say pass.
Yeah, not really my type.
Okay.
You don't know what you're missing.
I guess not.
Sorry. Okay,
Wait, can I quick tangent?
yes, of course.
Spike was the character that gave me the crisis when my mother and I were watching Buffy together, and I was like, oh, he's so cute. And my mom was like, yeah, I agree. And I was like, oh no, this is where it begins.
Whoops. Okay. I guess I'll just go.
Yeah.
Rick O'Connell, Brendan Fraser in The Mummy.
Smash.
Smash.
Absolutely.
Absolutely smash.
Yeah.
Wait,
love to see
okay,
it.
so am I just picking two people?
Yeah.
Okay. I like Spencer Reed, but we're gonna hard pass Charlie Kelly.
I don't really know anything about
I really want to know everybody's opinions on Luigi.
Pass.
No.
Emily?
I don't want to talk about it. Absolutely, I would. There is. It's a series on YouTube. It's called Game Theory, run by Matt Pat, and he did a whole game theory about the size of Luigi's smaller Luigi. And all I'm saying is he's packing.
Richard, you okay?
What? Okay.
You're muted, my dear.
No, I think she's just stunned.
Oh,
I
or are
most
you
certainly
just talking
shouldn't be.
silently? There you go.
I just think it didn't
think
pick me
she
up for a second there.
frozen.
What?
You know what? Everybody has one toxic opinion in their lifetime. This is mine. Let me have it.
Okay, you know what? Fine. I will out myself with my toxic opinion. The Broadway version of Beetlejuice.
I'll let you have it,
Smash.
but absolutely not.
Big time smash. Well,
What has this devolved into?
it's devolved into precisely what I wanted it to devolve into. Thank you all for your participation. I have shared 2. Emily has shared... Have you done 2?
Maybe.
We definitely should have done this in a more organized fashion, but that's fine.
That's okay.
Brooks, Spike, who is your second pick?
I don't know. I don't think about it for
Okay.
a moment here. Well, I mean, I feel like Fox is too much of an obvious.
I mean, smash.
Yeah. Because, like, duh.
Of course.
I really want to throw out Gus, but if you haven't seen Psych, it's kind of hard for you all to.
I mean, I can
Lay
look
it
a
on
picture of
me.
him up.
Literally lay it on me.
Yeah, hold on.
Let me Google this man. We're gonna go by looks alone.
There was actually, wait, Brooks, did you catch the West Wing Easter egg in Psych?
I don't know if I have.
They dropped one. They were in City Hall, and Gus was like, I could have run for office, and Sean was like, or no, Gus said, Sean, if it wasn't for you, I would be the president by now. And he's like, you wouldn't be the president. And he's like, well, I would work for the president. And then
Okay, yeah,
like
he looks
amazing.
pretty spiffy in a suit. I'm gonna say smash.
I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Because
smash.
Dule Hill, who plays Gus on Psych, was also on West Wing. And he looks like such a baby in West Wing, too.
he does. I watched Psych before I watched West Wing, and then I
Yep.
watched West Wing. I was like, oh my god, he's
Mhm.
a child.
I dig
Me
it.
too.
Which, to be fair, in West Wing, he's supposed to be like borderline just left childhood. So like,
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, well, Emily,
Yes.
who is your second?
Oh, I also am picking Spike.
Okay.
Just because, duh.
I like it. Zach, what was your second?
I did Spencer Reed and Charlie Kelly.
What do we all think of Spencer Reed?
I love Spencer Reed.
Oh, I have to Google him.
It's Matthew Gray Gubler, right?
Yeah.
Oh, big smash.
Yeah.
I like Wood, but I don't know how much I would enjoy it. Like, I want to experience it, but I'm not sure how it would go.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Well, okay, but also Charlie Kelly is pretty obvious, like, as a character.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of out of luck.
I feel like I have something that's not necessarily a character, it's like kind of character adjacent, and I feel like it's like I could be swinging a baseball bat at a hornet's nest right now.
No, do it.
Yes.
Stephen Merchant. Smash or pass?
Wait, who is that?
He's not a fictional character.
No, I know, he voices one of the characters here.
Oh, right. Oh, man. That's a tough one.
Okay, so he directed The Office. Oh, that would have been a good one to have characters from.
I might have to go Smash.
Thank you. Okay, I thought I
Yeah.
was going to get severely judged for saying Smash. Also, he is 6'7",
Yeah.
Okay, you know
and
what?
that
I was
accent.
His eyes creep me out too much. I can't do it.
gonna be a yes until I heard the height.
Too much.
Yeah. A little bit.
Yeah, I can't do the eyes. They creep me out. I don't want those looking at me during it. Ugh.
Okay, I know that this is about to be the most like unmedia thing ever, but like, how do you look at that?
Right, no,
Like,
I can
that's-
control it.
Literally,
I wasn't looking and I turned back.
Well, when you put it in the camera like that,
that's what he looks like.
He would like
I'm like,
try to gently lay me down on the bed, and I was like, no,
Hello.
because he seems very gentle. He seems like he would be nice, but I could not do it.
I feel like so much of it is based on personality, though, too. It's not just
Oh,
the looks,
yeah,
like with
no.
Spike. Right?
and
Like,
also again, he has such
Right.
a wonderful accent. Like that's frankly all I need to
Yeah.
sell me.
uh-huh.
Huge fan.
That's fair.
Spike also has a British accent.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you put it like that,
Watch Buffy. That's
might
all
have
I'm
to
saying.
change my answer. I thought a lot more people. I thought everyone here was gonna get really mad at me when I said Stephen Merchant.
Well, now I pulled up the same picture that he was holding up, and it's like staring at me.
Yeah. No matter
I'm not
where
gonna,
you move your head, it's still looking at you.
I mean,
It
I'm not
really
gonna
is.
lie. He's a pretty geeky looking dude, but the answer is still yes.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely has crazy eyes in this picture, though.
All right, gang. I can't handle this anymore.
I think we've reached a. I think we've had enough. Is honestly a better way to put it. I think
Yes.
this has gone far enough.
Oh my god.
Agreed.
But this is the chaos that I work so hard to create, honestly.
Oh god, it feels so good to be back.
These are the discussions I live for. Thank you all for joining me on this wonderful journey into madness.
Thanks
I'm just
for having me. Letting me derail every conversation.
Love it. Now you're just looking at pictures of what?
Stephen Merchant standing next to people.
Right. It's like it's scary.
It's like I just keep looking at them, and I know he's gonna be like
Every
a foot and
time,
a
okay,
half
no,
taller
every
than
time
me.
I watch Jojo Rabbit, which he's creepy in that movie. He's mad creepy in that movie. But there's that scene where Sam Rockwell, like he was like in the frame with Sam Rockwell, and Sam Rockwell has to like fully look up at him, and Sam Rockwell's like average height. Emily, what are you looking at?
I specifically Googled Stephen Merchant standing next to people. Like, that was verbatim my Google search. I just,
It's a lot, yeah.
And now I'm doing the same.
And now I'm doing that too.
Hey, look, there's him next to the rock. That's
He's
right?
taller
How are
than
you
The
taller
Rock.
than The Rock?
but barely in this picture.
So,
Look at him and Olivia Munn.
Oh my god.
I don't understand it.
this is
Him
why
next to Ricky Gervais is very funny, and I don't know why.
Feel it.
Oh my god.
yeah,
All right.
tall dude.
I think one
Again,
of the
why the-
funniest height discrepancies. I'm just gonna put my own political spin on this. One of the funniest height discrepancies I've ever seen is Kathy Hochul and John Fetterman. So back when I mean, John Fetterman is still lieutenant governor, but he's the likely candidate for Senate.
Mhm.
Kathy Hochul was the lieutenant governor at the time, but Kathy Hochul is 5'3" and John Fetterman is 6'9", and there's a picture of them standing together, and it's literally the funniest thing ever. Like she is tiny.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining me on this
Wow.
wild little journey we've been on together tonight.
Really a pleasure.
By the way,
Oh my God,
that should be a future question, like whether height difference matters.
Ooh, I agree.
Ooh, I'm literally I am going to write that down for next week.
That needs to be a thing.
I think that'll be Emily, if you'd like to come back.
I might have to. I have opinions.
Oh, I have strong opinions as well. But yeah, we can save those.
Yeah.
All right. I think this has gone
Sweet.
on long enough. It's been real, everyone. We'll see you again next
Oh,
week.
it's been fun.
It's been great. Adios. This week's episode of the Fighting with Friends podcast was hosted by Bridget Kelly, Zach Calderon, and Dr. Sarah Brooks, featuring special guest Emily Whitney. You can find other episodes of the podcast on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, or your other favorite listening platform. Follow us on Twitter at BridgetKelly98, at Zach Calderon, at AndSarahSaid, and at eWit789. Rate and review us on your podcatcher of choice, like, comment, and subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Twitch, and join our Discord community using the links in the description. You can also help support us via the Acast supporter feature, or consider donating to our Patreon. Thanks for listening!